Miss Vega, you are Mr. Orion's source, correct?
Yes.
Objection. The fact that Mr. Orion bit Miss Vega cannot be used as evidence against him due to his order.
The whereabouts of said bites do, however, pose bearing in this trial.
My heart pounded harder as I waited for the judge to speak.
Overruled, Mr. Kipling. Will the prosecution please proceed?
He nodded to Whitclaw, and she barely concealed her smug smile as she took a step towards the stand. Despite being below me, it felt awfully like she was 10 foot tall with a knife to my throat.
Which part of your body would you say, Miss Vega, that Mr. Orion bit you most regularly before you became intimate with one another?
I swallowed the swarm of bees that seemed to be piling up in my throat as I answered. The neck. Whitclaw swung towards the jury like a cat with a mouse between its paws.
Interesting. Wouldn't you say? That a vampire would bite his source on the neck, even after they were claimed. A vampire usually bites the neck when fighting or when sexual desire is involved.
Objection.
Sustained. Please rephrase your question, Mrs. Whitclaw.
Would you agree, Miss Vega, that there are several far less sexual places on the body that Mr. Orion could have bitten you? Perhaps you could name some,
I despised the way she was talking to me, the way she was trying to plant answers in my mouth to feed her cause. But I wasn't going to play her game. I think the neck is as convenient a place as any, Mrs. Whitclaw. In a school uniform, really his only choice would be my neck or my wrists. Unless you think he'd be better getting on his knees to bite my ankles.
Oh, of course not. But it is interesting that you mentioned the wrists.
This woman was fast becoming my #1 enemy, and that was saying a lot, considering how many I had these days. She turned to the jury again, her high heels clipping over the marble floor as she approached them.
It could be argued that a vampire who works in education would be quite used to biting his students. As such, he could easily keep a healthy distance between himself and said students by feeding from the wrist instead of the throat.
A few of the jury nodded their agreement, and anger boiled up, hot and acidic in my chest. He didn't bait me, if that's what you're suggesting. I refused to take my eyes off of her as I felt everyone staring at me. I wanted Orion from the moment I saw him. And that want grew to like, and that like grew to love. I tried to fight against it, but I felt drawn to him like he did to me. We couldn't help ourselves. It was true, and it wasn't right that I had to defend it, but I would. Until my dying fucking breath, I would. We are in love. This isn't some dirty affair, or some bid for good grades. I love him, and he loves me too. It's as simple as that. I turned to Orion, and he smiled in a way that broke my heart. A tear tumbled down my cheek, and I let it fall, let it be seen, because it was proof. And though I hated to be so exposed, I would bleed for Orion. I'd cut myself open to win this case for him if it was asked of me.
Your Honor.
Kipling extracted a piece of paper from his briefcase.
As is outlined in the Vampire Code, there is no rule stating that my client can't bite his source wherever he pleases on her body. There's no law against it, and it is conjecture to suggest that one place on the body is more sexual than another. There are plenty of people in the world who have a foot fetish, finger fetish, or even a nose fetish. So you cannot take Mrs. Whitclaw's line of questioning into account.
The judge considered that for a long moment, then nodded.
This line of questioning has been overruled and will not be taken into account as evidence. A Cyclops will remove the juror's memory of this line of inquiry before a verdict is decided. Mrs. Whitclaw, please proceed.
She moved closer to me again, that huntress look back in her eyes as she searched for a different angle. She wasn't done with me. Far from it.
Please detail the first instance you were intimate with Mr. Orion.
We were at Lord Lionel A. Crux's manor at a private party. I went for a walk and bumped into him, so we went outside together to get some air.
And who instigated that arrangement?
I don't know. I can't remember. We both wanted to escape the party, that's all.